It's over! You're finished, Ichigo!
Number 10, Black Clover. Magical battles a dime a dozen in the anime scene these days, with plenty of hits and misses depending on where you look. In that respect, Asta and the rest of the Black Bull's never-ending conflicts are all the more impressive. Whether it be tournament arcs, their struggle against the Eye of the Midnight Sun, or even the Devil Incarnate, each fight is brimming with personality and creativity. Yuno and Rill's magical onslaughts were wild to behold. Every Black Asta transformation is pure hype, not to mention each supporting character gets at least one killer moment to shine with their insane magical abilities. That aerial tag team against Licht still gives us the shakes. Number 9, YuYu Hakusho. If there's a retro anime out there that still can stand with the modern big boys in terms of impactful fight scenes that can still blindside us upon reflection, it's Yusuke and his gaggle of demon-busting misfits.
Dragon! The darkness flame!
To this day, the Dark Tournament remains one of the best shonen-style tournament arcs ever conceived, packed to the brim with unique confrontations that highlight just how beastly the Spirit Detective and his companions are. And that's to say nothing of all the awesomeness that came from their struggles against the Sensui 7. Number 8, Fate Franchise. The lore, crisscrossing all over the place, ranging from masterful to downright confounding. The characters. There are so many rehashes and reimaginings that you'll have to quantify which version is your favourite. But the fights, a shining demonstration of godly animation. Across multiple Holy Grail wars, we see both masters and servants clash with a blinding mixture of light-speed combats and supernatural abilities akin to sensory overload. Kiritsugu's close-quarters showdown with Kirei, every fight against Gilgamesh, Saber Alter owning Berserker, there's literally too many to count here. Number 7, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series. Who'd have guessed one lineage of guys named JoJo would be able to give a consecutive series of battles that would only get flashier, crazier, and hysterically more awesome as the years went on. Jonathan and Joseph's stories certainly had their moments, but the real stars of the show were the stands. Jotaro finally putting an end to Dio with Star Platinum, Josuke shutting down Kira with Crazy Diamond, all the way to Giorno pulling the reverse Uno card that is Gold Experience Requiem to purge Diavolo. Every standoff is more bizarre than the last, and we honestly cannot wait for more. Number 6, Hunter x Hunter. What can we say? Yoshihiro Togashi knows how to craft a layered, thrilling, and out-of-the-box fight scene. You can practically feel the tremors from when Gon punched Hisoka all the way back in Heaven's Arena, which is to say nothing of the insanity that follows with both the Phantom Troop and the Chimera Ants. By this point, Kurapika chaining Uvogin, Gon rearranging Pito's face, and Netero showing Meruem 90 hands are practically the stuff of anime legend.
無慈悲の方向である。
With its exquisite build-up and consistent emotional payoffs, it's a fact that when Hunter x Hunter chooses to focus on a fight scene, it's automatically top tier.
くたばるバカが。
Number 5, My Hero Academia. Banging out the superhero spectacles one after another. If there's one thing UA and the League of Villains have established in recent years, it's that they know how to make a fight as flashy as can be.
ありがとな。
Every battle that Deku and the rest of Class 1A have taken part in has been mind-blowing. You of course have the Midoriya monopoly, with his battles against Todoroki, Stain, Bakugo, Muscular, and Overhaul holding up magnificently. Then there's All Might's climactic finale against All for One, which still stands tall as one of the greatest superhero versus supervillain showdowns ever animated.
United
Number 4, Bleach. Say what you will about the narrative detours and abundance of filler, this series knew how to deliver on supernatural sword fights. Ichigo taking on the members of the Gotei 13 in an effort to rescue Rukia remains a staple of the golden age of shonen, especially with that glorious Bankai reveal against Byakuya. Since a substitute Shinigami is only as good as his enemies, you'd think the show would slow down after the Soul Society arc, but with the arrival of the Arrancar, we ended up getting some truly brutal and bombastic battles thanks to Grimmjow and Ukiura.
You will understand.
Hell, even some of the filler villain fights were actually pretty damn good. Number 3, Naruto Franchise. Ah, and you thought ninjas were subtle. From the time he was just a whelp, all the way to his ascension to Hokage, Naruto's shinobi life has been filled with one supercharged jutsu fest after the next. In between all that filler, you've got the Leaf Ninja's finest taking on the likes of Orochimaru, the Akatsuki, Madara, an entire zombie army, not to mention the numerous but equally compelling duels between Naruto and Sasuke. When this show hits its high notes, it not only succeeded in mesmerizing us with its action, but also brought on the waterworks. Number 2, One Piece. Swashbuckling adventures on the high seas have never looked so epic, especially when you add devil fruits to the mix. Luffy and his fellow Straw Hats have no shortage of monumental battles across their many exploits on the Grand Line. Luffy and Zoro especially stand out for breaking the shonen spectrum with their confrontations against the CP9, Doflamingo and his familia, the world government, as well as Big Mom and her unrelenting army of uber-powered kids. There's truly a battle here for every occasion, with each one further highlighting just how unstoppable these pirates really are. Number 1, what else? Dragon Ball Franchise. the godfather of anime fisticuffs. It's nice to know that even decades on from blowing the minds of Western audiences everywhere, Goku still knows how to throw down and deliver.
I told you I'd win!
All across the franchise are examples of shonen battles at their pinnacle. The original had more grounded, yet equally entertaining fights, courtesy of the World Martial Arts Tournament. Z is famous for having such iconic duels as Super Saiyan Goku's clash with Frieza on a dying world, and Gohan taking out Cell with that father-son Kamehameha. Even the show's recent efforts in Super were so on point that Ultra Instinct Goku vs Jiren literally broke the internet.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.